Hello there, I'm Headley, another fat bearded man talking about records. Yeah, again. This is the third part of my recent collection of records that I was gifted by a lovely lady who back in the 80s worked for Rough Trade, and so had picked up all kinds of interesting stuff over the years, well, back then. Yeah, so the first lot was all soul and funk. The second lot was all indie rock. This is a bit of a kind 80s indie rock. And this third and final, I promise, final video is going to be about kind of miscellaneous stuff that sort of doesn't quite fall into any sort of category. Well, I mean, obviously, they all fall into a category, but they don't all stick together in a category. You get what I mean, don't you? Yeah. Right, okay. So, first up, we got the Violent Femmes, Hallowed Ground. This is probably their most sort of country-ish album, gothic country stuff. I don't have any Violent Femmes on vinyl. In fact, I think I've only got a CD of sort of a greatest hits. I mean, I love them. I think they're great. I don't know why I don't have any. Well, I do now. Yeah, I mean, you know where you are when the first track is called Country Death Song. And it's, what else is on this? It's got there's stuff that I know quite well. So Jesus Walking on the Water is on here. Black Girls. I don't know if that's PC anymore. Yeah, great stuff. I'm so happy to get a Violent Femmes in my collections.
I had me a wife, I had me some daughters. I tried so hard, I never knew still waters. Nothing to eat and nothing to drink. Nothing for a man to do but sit around and think. Nothing for a man to do but sit around and think. I'm thinking and I'm thinking till there's nothing I ain't funk. Breathing in the stink till finally I stunk. It was at that time I swear I lost my mind. Started making plans to kill my own kind. Started making plans to kill my own kind.
Then, if anyone remembers back, way back to the first video, which I recorded all of about 20 minutes ago. I mean, sorry, that I recorded days ago. I talked about her driving the Cramps around Europe on a tour. And I also said that she had given a box of Cramps records. Box of the Cramps records. A box of the Cramps record. You probably just drop the. Not the. Hey, their new album comes out on Friday. Although by the time you see this, it's probably already out. Anyway. Well, this is why I shouldn't do 3 videos in a row. I go mad. Right. Sorry. Yeah, she gave a box of Cramps records to a local record shop and said, "Oh, sorry, I could have given them to you. You just missed out." Anyway, that's all right because there were some Cramps records in there. So we've got Gravest Hits. This is from '78, I believe. Is it their first? It's got Human Fly on it, which is, I suppose, the one I know. Oh, is it only it's an EP? It's an EP. It's not their album. Yeah, got Surfing the Bird. So yeah, got that one, and another one. Got 2 of those. There's also this might be their first album. I don't know. So this is Songs the Lord Taught Us. That's not a tortoise. A Lord taught no. Anyway, oh yeah, I forgot to say that. Yeah, so she drove around with Lux and Poison Ivy, and unfortunately, she said that she didn't really like them. They seemed to be very rock star and up themselves, and I think she was a very down to earth kind of person that wasn't going to have any of that nonsense. Yeah, so there's that one. And of course, let's have another one, copy of it. And then there's this one, which is called Psychedelic Jungle. That's a gold stand promo for people that care about stuff like that. So yeah, I went from having no Cramps in my collection to having many Cramps in my collection.
When I'm a human fly, I spell L-Y. I say blah, and it's just because I'm a human fly, and I don't know why. I got 96 tears, 96 eyes. I got a garbage brain that's driving me insane, and I don't like the ride, so push that best aside, and baby, I won't care, 'cause baby, I don't scare, 'cause I'm a reborn maggot using gym warfare.
Jonathan Richman and the Modern Lovers. This is Jonathan Sings. This is from '83. I'm kind of familiar with Jonathan Richman, but I haven't really delved into his probably vast back catalogue. This is great. It's lovely. I like the way it's got these lovely female backing singers that sound very professional, and it all sounds quite produced and well put together. And then Jonathan Richman's sort of slight kind of talking sort of lyrics, often singing, often talking, over the top, sounds to be a real sort of juxtaposition, and it works really well. So yeah, first Jonathan Richman in my collection. And second in my collection, this is Rockin' and Romance. So these are on Rough Trade. Oh, was it on Rough Trade? Yeah, they're both on Rough Trade, which is clearly they were given to her. I don't think any of these records, I mean, they might have been played once, but that's it. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, for anyone out there that likes Jonathan Richman, are these respected albums in his canon? I don't know. Yeah, but lovely. I think he's great, isn't he? He is great. He's really quirky. He reminds me, I'm a big fan of the Mountain Goats, and clearly Mountain Goats, John Darnell, yeah, I think, is influenced by him. Anyway.
Well, Jonathan, it's late.
Yeah?
Well, don't you think that I should go?
Why? We were just starting to talk now. It was just getting good, don't you know?
But if I leave here in the morning, what will the neighbors tell your wife?
I'll worry about that. My wife knows me. I don't wanna let the neighbors run my life.
No,
I don't wanna let the neighbors run my life.
no, no.
Well, it would look suspicious, I suppose, and I know why they'd wanna know.
Just some other stuff. We've got a Tim Buckley, is it Greetings from LA? Yeah, nice to have that. I didn't have that. This is an old one, Bill Laswell. I don't know why I know him. He's a bass player, I think. Bass lines. This is from 80, blah, blah. It sounds incredibly 80. It's got sort of synthy folk sounding bass line. I mean, I couldn't really listen to much of that. Sorry. What I could listen to a lot of is this, Richard and Linda Thompson, I Want to See the Bright Lights Tonight. That's obviously been listened to. It's not a great great condition, but it might clean up. I'll have a go. I mean, I've already got it, but nice to have a copy of that. It's a great record.
Dirty people take what's mine. I can leave them all behind. They can never cross that line when I get to the border. Sawbones standing at the door, waiting till I hit the floor. He won't find me anymore when I get to the border. Monday morning, closing in on me. I'm packing up and I'm running away to anybody picks on me. If you see a box of pine with a name that looks like mine, say I drowned in a barrel of wine when I got to the border. When I got to the border.
Someone else I didn't really know much about, Mink DeVille. Sounds great. It's fun stuff. It's that sort of retro 50s rock and roll kind of thing, with a bit of sort of Bruce Springsteen kind of thrown in. Yeah, it's great. I liked it. There was something I meant to say about it. I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it's an interesting. Doc Pomus has done the write-up on the back of that. I don't know why I find that weird. I do. So yeah, Mink DeVille. Return to Magenta, that's called. 78, I believe, yes.
If it's something I said to make you laugh, cuts me deep behind my back, I'm cut in two. I don't believe you know what's right from wrong. This is the price I pay for feeling so strong over you. You know that all of the time I laid my heart on the line, and how I was so blind, I only saw the good side of you. When I look in your eyes, I can't believe that you lied. I don't know why I want more, but I would sleep by your door for the truth. For the truth.
Talking about Springsteen, we've got Darkness at the Edge of Town. On the edge of town, not at the edge of town. This is I think a better copy than the one I've got, so that's an upgrade, as people say. Couple of other ones, final ones. This is a slightly an odd one. This is Ofra Haza, or Hazer, an Israeli singer, sort of doing a kind of a East meets West kind of East meets West mashup. I'm losing the will to live here. As clearly you probably will be as well. So yeah, it's sort of ethereal, sort of Israeli or Jewish folk kind of songs. Done with kind of programmed drum loops and things like that. So very 80s, very, very coffee table Guardian reader kind of in the 80s. Yeah, but it's not brilliant, but it's great. I mean, it's an Oriental pop mix. I mean, if you call Jewish folk music Oriental, all right, fair enough. Yeah, it's good stuff. And finally, oh no, it's not finally. I've got another. Oh, do I want to? No, I'm not gonna end on one I don't like. There was a Julia Fordham porcelain. I had a listen. Not for me. Not for me. It's funny because I like that kind of stuff. I mean, I suppose I'm a big fan. I really like Tanita Tikaram. She was one of the sort of first artists I really got into in the sort of mid late 80s. And I think Julia Fordham is sort of similar. Yeah, but no. And then finally, we've got Cherry Harrison, The Red and the Black. So it took me a while to realise who it was that he was in Talking Heads. And he was also in The Modern Lovers with Jonathan Richman. The interesting thing with this is, apart from it being a really good record, it kind of dispels the kind of feeling that John Byrne was the only kind of kind of creative mind in Talking Heads, because you can clearly hear stuff on here that would later... So this is from 81. But you would hear stuff on this that turns up as being done by Talking Heads. So it's a really good record. If you like Talking Heads, you should really check this out.
It was my last attempt. It was my last defense. I didn't think I could ever do it until I did it. It was my last attempt. It was my last defense. I didn't think I could ever do it until I did it. Didn't do it yesterday or any other day.
So there you go. That's your lot. Thank you for watching my 3-part trilogy. You don't have to say a 3-part. I just say trilogy, don't I? So yeah, my trilogy of freebie records. What was my favourite from it? I mean, I suppose my favourite is the I don't know. Probably that's my favourite. I mean, it's probably not the most collectible, but probably either that or the Go-Betweens records. So there you go. What are your favourites? What would you like? I'm not going to send them to you. I know what I meant to say. Never mind. I was going to say that the second part was the Harris Pilton collection, but I didn't say it at the time. So I've said it now, which is kind of pointless. I'm going to go now. You can go as well. You're free. Off you go. Off you pop. Bye-bye for now. That's a bit of jazz hands there.